Hello! Welcome to the first episode of Peer to Peer. I don't know what this is, but it's a talk show and I host it. And today I have two guests, both very good artists. We have Johnny, or João. He's Brazilian.
Ew. My real name. Ew.
And we have Jamie from the UK. She makes very good art.
No, I don't. Shut up.
Alright.
True Shrek crying blood.
So starting off, how did you guys start with art? You know, because especially pixel art, because it's not the most. It's not like when you think of art, pixel art is a bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My start is embarrassing. Minecraft skins?
Fucking hell, no.
That is legitimately how I got my start with it. And then I stopped for a while, and then I played Undertale, and that brought me back into it. It's like the worst combo.
I thought you were gonna say that that in Minecraft when you build those big structures, so like a
No, I also did
you also did
pixel art. Nah.
Yeah, no, I'm really cool, basically. Is what
So-
I'm trying to say.
So your start was less to do with art, and more to do with.
It was video games.
That's original. I'll give you that. What about you, Johnny?
Someone asked me to make an AK-47 and I did.
Nice.
That's my start.
This is great.
Wow.
This is going fantastic.
Yeah, origin stories don't always.
But it's funny.
They're usually
what you'd
shit.
expect.
Like when you really think about it.
I'm just interesting how you went from drawing an AK-47 to commissioning art, getting commissioned. Sorry,
I mean,
big evolution.
when I finished it, I realized that it was something that I actually enjoyed doing. So it just kept on and on, and there you go.
And so, a quick question, because I don't know, because I know how. I don't want to say regular artists, but people who.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and I get how they draw with a drawing tablet. How do you guys draw pixel art? Because that's you don't just.
I use a drawing tablet.
But do you draw like regular art because it's pixel? You know what I mean?
Nah, it's kind of like filling in the dots. It's like each square, you just kind of fucking click that one in.
Okay, that's what I was
It's
guessing.
all good. Yeah. Johnny,
I
you
just
use
draw
a
with
mouse,
mouse.
don't you?
Yeah.
I can't.
Even though I have a
because-
perfectly functional tablet.
It's just habit, I guess.
I just
So
straight
some
up
pixel
can't
art,
use
I've seen them like drawing doodles and then drawing like getting a pixel art what's it called, layer over, and then just using the normal doodle as a base. It happens.
Yeah, that's a thing that exists as well. Fucking art's weird.
And you
I
guys
consider
want to
that-
you guys want to pursue arts further in university?
Nah,
'Cause
I'm.
I don't know if you want to go to
I
university, but I know Johnny wants to. What about you? What plans you have for the future? Just out of curiosity.
I literally a couple of days ago got the grades.
Oh.
Finally got my fucking grades from my year of college. So, hey, I get to go to university next
Good.
year.
Next
year. I mean, in 2 months. So
You know what, right? I'm going to uni. I'm going to fly off to uni in a week and a half, and I still don't have my visa.
Whoa.
I still
Okay.
don't.
Damn.
I'm working on
Probably
that.
Get that sorted.
I'm working on that, and basically the whole process is because it's a mess because the university doesn't specify, and when you go to the U.S. department, because I'm going to America, the U.S. Department of State, they ask you for something called the SEVIS code, and that's the code from a university, which the university is a brand new code, like for every user. The uni gives it to you so they can prove that you're going there to study, or else everyone would do that. And I was waiting for that, and like 2 days ago, I found out that I actually have to order it online and they'll mail it to me. But they didn't specify if they would mail the code or the whole visa, because it kind of sounds like it's a whole visa, but they don't explain it. It's really weird. So I'm going to receive it in about 3 days, and I'm leaving on the 8th of August. So I have from the 1st to the 8th of August to get the visa, to get the code, do an interview, and get the visa. Nice. And then I have to move.
That's needlessly convoluted, not gonna lie.
It's very convoluted. It's a whole mess.
Yeah.
But the thing with me is, I only found out my final grades, like, on the 4th of July, ironically enough. So until then, I didn't do that because I wasn't sure, you know. I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
I didn't want to pay like 300 euros worth of, you know, fucking taxes, not taxes, visa fees to then not, you know. But it is what it is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's part of being an adult, you know.
That's how it goes, isn't it?
Life is sad.
I turned into an adult one day before Johnny. First thing I did, I had to open a bank account, all that, you know, boring stuff.
See, you're actually responsible. I didn't, and I still have to. And I probably should, you know.
I'm sad because my card
bank account since I was 16.
My card is very ugly.
Mine's like
How
bright
you're
red.
talking.
I'm gonna show you guys. I'll put a picture of it, not the card, but like the model, because I'll find like a, you know.
Yeah, just put a picture of it. And then, like,
I didn't receive it yet.
Put a picture of the back as well. Just, you know.
Yeah, why not? And then show it on video, because why not? What could go wrong with it?
Oh my god.
This is not my card. It's not even my name. But I'll put it then when I in the post edit, obviously. Here, it's a very ugly card.
Oh yeah, that's
Ew.
not pleasant. It
Can
does
you
have
like order?
contactless. Just that.
Yeah.
It's got
Sorry?
contactless payment. Mine doesn't.
Can you order like a custom
No.
image thing?
Here's the thing. This bank, which I'm not gonna name, has what they do is from 18 to 30. You have like a youth account, and so you get special benefits. I won't get any because I'm going to be in America. So they want to be. They literally said, the guy at the counter, to be in touch with the youth. They put the word "go" on the card.
That is the saddest reasoning.
And this is the commercial bank of Portugal.
Fellow millennials?
How do you do?
How do you do, fellow millennials?
How do you do?
Do you
I
think-
put "go" on the card. Fucking hell.
Do you think they chose to put Go on the card to jump on that Pokemon Go hype?
I was thinking of that. But no.
You know, that really cool new thing.
Christ.
Oh,
Like you know Pokemon.
actually tragic.
Pokemon, is it like Go Pikachu?
Oh, Pokemon Let's Go.
Yeah, like Let's Go, but instead of Pikachu, they put the card. just that card.
Pokemon Let's Go, and then that's
to
it.
the polls. I hate myself. Dude, Pokemon Go to the polls.
Good meme. I love the
Follow
elections.
meme.
Such
It's the worst.
The 2016 election was
meme worthy.
interesting.
Hell.
It was meme worthy. It still is.
There was a lot of good memes.
There still are. Trump, what he said to the president of Iran now, where he's like, talk like that again, you'll face the consequences. That was really funny.
I bet he thinks he's just like a superhero or something. It's kind of cute.
Yeah,
He's just
probably.
like a tiny man in a big suit in a big house. You know?
Here's the thing I don't get though, because if you look at the other politicians, their social media account is managed by someone, you know. And
oh yeah, no, he refuses.
yeah, and like
he doesn't need management.
I just because hate him or like him, he's a very busy man, you know.
Yeah.
He's the leader of the free world. He's a very busy man. How after meeting Putin, you know, you're in a plane and such, you full of doing interviews and whatever. You go on your phone, open Twitter, and tweet that. You know,
For the fun of it.
I mean,
do it if I was him.
I guess
I'm a shit person.
I guess that relieves his stress. Could be.
Welcome to the peer-to-peer show where we discuss politics.
No, it's not politics. We're discussing Twitter.
It stands for politics to politics.
Christ. Speaking of more controversial subjects, Shadman, Shadbase. I don't know why he has two names.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know,
Yeah,
he's a man that draws he's a very good artist. His art is well drawn, but what he draws is extremely suggestive art, and it's not rare to see child porn, basically.
Extremely suggestive. Air quotes
Extremely
there.
suggestive. It is like
Understatement of the week.
the non-mean way to put it.
So
That's like
there's a big debate around whether drawn child porn is bad. I mean, in my opinion, it's not as bad as actual child porn, but it's still bad. It's still very bad.
No, I get what you're saying.
It's not just a drawing, because in my opinion, at least, when he draws that, posts that, people like it on Twitter or his website, it kind of normalizes it.
Yeah, that's why some people end up just equating each other.
And then,
if I had slept less today, I would be arguing for him, but I just can't do the meme. I just can't right now. The easiest joke to make here is just, no, yeah, I love it. And that's it, and just move on. Fuck.
But
I'm mad at myself.
I see people defending him, saying, he's using pedo bait, and so pedos do their stuff with that instead of actual children. I don't think you've thought that far ahead.
I think he might have thought that far ahead, but
I don't know. I don't know about
questionable. That.
As artists, how do you guys see what he does?
I mean, he's very good at drawing.
Yeah, that much is undeniable. He's good at drawing, shading, coloring, that stuff.
Yeah.
But
morality, may not be quite as good at.
Welcome to Peer to Peer, where we talk about the implications of drawing child porn. Surprise, surprise.
P2P stands for pedophilia to pedophilia. Or just pedophile to pedophile.
I'm not a pedophile.
Of course.
I'm not a pedophile.
That's what they all say.
Christ.
It takes one to know one. I'm just saying.
Can I leave?
Normal people wouldn't.
I don't want to be associated with this.
It's a very good start,
I'm probably like the worst guest you could get on for a first episode.
No, I just remembered something. Speaking of episodes, and speaking of podcasts, Autism.
Oh God.
Autism
Okay,
speak.
never mind.
The funny show who basically mixed the word autism and art in the name, hence artism.
Yeah.
Yes, I got it right.
It was Neek's pun, and it was too good, so we had to keep it.
So were you there when it started?
I was the first guest, and
but now you're more of aren't you more of a permanent member?
Yeah, it's because I was the first guest, and then they had one of Neek's friends on, and then Lord Bung was the next guest. So they wanted to bring me because he kind of vaguely knew me to kind of make it more like, hey, look, it's another person not just Sparky One J, because who would ever want that?
Don't be mean. I like Sparky.
Sparky, if you're listening, you know what? Just sort yourself out.
When I have a peer-to-peer episode, sorry for interrupting, with the artism, it's gonna be like the that crossover meme.
Oh right.
Yeah, but then after that they did another episode with other people, and they brought me back. That was Shami and Racevic.
I don't know who they are.
Which in that episode I didn't speak for 2 hours, and then I was part of the cast at some point. Apparently,
when you fall asleep on a Discord call.
It's just what occurs sometimes, You just in a Discord call, and then whoops.
It is what it is.
Committed to a.
But one thing I noticed I noticed, and I give the whole I don't know, the artism team, I give them a lot of credit, is they're very flexible. So an episode you have one person hosting it, and the other you have another one.
Sparky will hit me if I don't say that he's the one who does most of the organizing.
He probably does.
Been episodes without him. I did one without him.
That's good because you're not reliant on other people, because you guys are 3 guests?
Yeah, we
not guests. Sorry, hosts. I meant hosts.
Yeah, hosts.
There's 3 hosts and 2 kind of semi-hosts.
So
because it's me, Neek, and Sparky as the main ones, and then Max, as in Thrillington Skiddo on Twitter, and then Racevic, they're the semi-hosts.
That's very good. How it's flexible because you're 3 people.
Yeah.
Their schedules won't always they won't always intermix all the time every week.
Yeah.
So the chances of recording a successful episode if you give more flexibility will be much higher. That's one of the reasons I'm hosting mine myself, because I rely on myself, which is easy, and I forgot to speak English, and I rely on the availability of 2 people, and if they're not available, not the end of the world,
You can move on to the next 2 people, basically.
No.
No, he was giving permission now. Just get rid of us, bring in the other guests. We're done.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the end, of course.
The end.
I'm not funny. Right.
Yeah, I can attest to that. Yeah.
So, Jamie, I have another question. I'm sorry, John, but I have another question.
I'm scared.
No, it's okay.
Cornwall.
Yeah.
How is it?
It's about couple of miles down the road. I live in the one next to Cornwall. I'm like so close to being Cornish, but
You're Cornish.
I just miss.
Isn't it just grass?
Yeah, actually, it's mostly countryside, and it's really nice. I like the quiet. It sucks being like 4 million miles away from human civilization.
But you're safe.
Who cares about being safe?
To an extent.
Everyone else is safe from me.
I have a friend who's going to study there, and he's like super excited for it. He's like super, super hyped, and I'm like,
Why?
It's Cornwall.
Yeah, it's just a quiet place. Cornwall's a quiet place.
Speaking
Devon's a quiet place.
Speaking of location, Johnny, you're from literally a constructed city, like a brand new city.
Yes.
How is that?
The favela.
No, they're not favelas. Wait, they're not favelas in Brazil.
There are.
Really? That city is new.
Yes.
Yeah, not the one he's from. I'd make fun of
no. I mean, it's new because it's like 50-something years old by this point. That's new.
Is it nice?
It's boring.
I mean, obviously.
Like there's a huge joke here that like nothing happens here in terms of like major events and attractions.
I mean,
and yeah, that's kind of true.
They're right. Yeah. So how do you feel it compares to like either Rio or São Paulo?
Well, I've been to those places once, so and I was like young as shit, so I don't have much judgment. I mean, the last time we went to Rio, I was like 10.
From what I've searched about São Paulo, it's very dangerous.
Yeah, Rio is even more dangerous now.
Really?
Especially recently.
Ah.
Yeah, there's been like
the riots, right?
Yeah, that and just like rise of crime in general.
The Olympics,
like
really
those things coupled together.
The Olympics.
I blame the Olympics entirely.
I think it's like Elims, like a video game, eliminations.
Oh, no.
It was. I feel like it was a fact. There was a whole corruption case at the same time that they hosted the Olympics and then the World Cup right after. No.
Remember when the Olympics happened and then the water turned green?
Wait, the Olympics were in 2014, right?
I think it was.
No,
2016.
The World Cup here was
2014. Yeah, the World Cup. And the World Cup takes a lot of resources too, Especially they built stadiums in like the middle of the Amazon forest, and now they're used for parking lots.
For fun fact, the stadium that they built here, they spend $1 billion in our currency.
And let me guess, there's no club that plays in it.
Sometimes.
Christ.
Every once in a while.
Christ.
But yeah, and the worst part is that it looks ugly as shit. Like, get a picture of it and you'll see that it doesn't look like something that had this amount of budget. It's really bare bones.
It's really sad, to see like big investments in like infrastructure like stadiums, and see it turn into like a parking lot.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like it's already in ruins.
Yeah, the parking lots are pretty
Just
nice.
There's some nice parking lots, I'll tell you what.
Some fucking good quality parking lots. 16 billion. Oh, fuck yeah.
Mate, sometimes you get concerts, but that's rare. They
That's-
mostly take place in the in another like smaller stadium that's like just beside it.
That's why like
I went to one of those.
I'm in favor of like the UK host or just England because let's be fair, the UK is England.
It's just England and some extras.
It's England and a gang.
If Ryan Campbell Beans ever sees this, hi, how's it going?
You can keep both of them. I didn't say anything.
Really mean. Like, I don't even talk to him that much. Why would I be so mean?
You can call him out.
Oh,
Poor Irish bloke. But like that's why I would be for the UK, or, sorry, England hosting the World Cup because they already have the stadiums. You know.
yeah.
England doesn't have to do anything to host the World Cup. Just they have everything.
Nah, but instead we have fucking Qatar.
Qatar. Here's the weird thing. Qatar is tiny.
Place.
Qatar is tiny, and most of the stadiums are built in the same city.
Dude, I wanna go there.
Even-
The city that's gonna host the finals doesn't even
Yeah,
exist.
it doesn't exist yet. And the worst thing, like, there's a lot of debate because first of all, the slavery. You know, slavery is not nice.
Yeah, not
Yeah, I think we can all agree on that.
And
actually, it's pretty decent depending on who you are.
Okay, Jamie, can you sit in that corner over there and reflect on what you just said?
and
No, I actually am
it's good.
physically incapable of that.
I don't know if you guys like
That's true.
football. I don't know if you guys like football.
I don't watch it.
Johnny, do you?
I am mildly invested in it.
The World Cup doesn't. It feels wrong being in November. Just doesn't feel right.
It does.
Just doesn't feel
it
right.
just feel right. But at the same time, it's good for us because
It's good for you because of the summer.
November is like it's close. It's close to like summer break, so you know.
But like FIFA basically pissing off all the clubs because the clubs have to stop for a big while, you know. One thing is that if the World Cup is in the summer, because all the leagues end before the World Cup, so the players have time to rest, then go to the World Cup, and then rest again, and then play. This is going to be in the middle of the season, meaning that players are going to go there tired, not so tired as at the end, but they'll be a bit tired. Then they'll play a full World Cup. A few of them probably get injured. Then go straight to then they don't rest. They go straight to the league, and the clubs basically lose their best players for like a month, get them back all injured. I wouldn't like it either.
Sometimes 3 months, depending on the injuries.
No,
Dude, I want to watch injured football. That sounds like it would be well fun.
you know, like there's some injuries that like anterior crucial like ligament injury where you basically tear a ligament.
Yeah.
Nah, it's nasty, but it would be very funny to watch.
You're out for a year.
No,
You're out for a year. It kills your career. It's not nice.
it's rough.
It's a hard knock
But yeah.
life for us. Good movie.
But what you said makes sense. It just doesn't feel like something that should happen. Like, at that point, just pick a new host.
England. Maybe
Yeah,
then it could come home. Maybe then it could come home.
It won't ever.
I was so
I
sad.
refuse. I will fight it off. I will stand vanguard at the edge of the
You're like
fucking cliff
the opposite of
Dover.
Jamie,
I
did
will
you watch the game?
Ward off the football. I don't watch football.
You're not a patron, are you?
Nah.
What if Teresa saw this?
Theresa May, hey up, mate. That's all I have to say, really.
How you doing, mate?
Just, alright, mate. How's it going? And that's it. There's nothing else.
You're not even gonna call her a Tory. I am proud.
I just don't care. It's the magic of literally not caring about the world.
It's the magic of living in Cornwall.
I'm so far away from human civilization that anything can happen.
They just end up caring about yourself for the most part.
Damn.
Yeah, pretty much. And
That's fair.
nothing's changed in the local area, so I'm good.
Speaking of the World Cup, I have an important question to ask Johnny.
Yes.
Neymar. he spent around 20 minutes. They counted it all together. 20 minutes on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel ashamed of myself.
That is the
Not
captain.
gonna lie.
People think of Brazil now. They think of Neymar. Like, God.
No, just so think of Coutinho. Someone else, please, not him.
Think of
Yeah, it's genuinely disappointing.
I don't like Neymar. I don't think. I think he's good. Not as good as people say. But like, I hate divers. It's not.
No, he's a good player, but not a good
professional
sportsman. Yeah,
I hate scuba divers.
Scuba diving.
Yeah, I just don't like it. I don't know what I'm saying.
Change of topic. Okay.
I mean, not really, because it's diving.
I'm not gonna lie.
Another one. Scuba diving.
What did you drink?
I drank an entire bottle of Coke. The world makes no sense.
Coke
anymore. Yeah, Coke. Not like real Coke though. It's freeway cola from the
Coca-Cola.
So you're drunk off of freeway cola.
Not drunk, more I have actual energy, which is a rare occurrence for me.
Am I the only one who doesn't get energy off Coke? I
might be drinking sugar-free.
No, I only no.
It would be an easy mistake to make.
I always drink. I hate Coke Zero. I absolutely hate it. But like Coke, like regular Coke, right? For me, it only gives me energy when my blood pressure is really low, because then all the sugar boosts that right up. You wake right up. Telling you that. And I have a lot of problems with that, especially because like I live in the heat and I go to the beach often, and when you fall asleep and you wake up, your blood pressure is literally zero. You don't feel anything, so you take a swig. You're fine.
Do you get that thing where sometimes you stand up and then you physically feel the life drain from your body?
Yeah.
And then it comes
like when you.
I have an interesting story about
feel
that.
Like the rush.
You guys want story time? So, in my old school in Africa, in Angola specifically, in the building where I had class, it was a 2-story building, and it had those spiral stairs,
Yeah.
It was a long spiral stairs. It was a big gap. And I was in the top floor, and I remember we were watching. I don't. My blood pressure was already low anyway. I don't know why, because maybe I didn't eat much. Yeah, I guess I remember I'm very skinny, so. We were watching a documentary on anorexia, and I'm skinny, and at that point I was even skinnier because I'm gaining weight, and I was not anorexic, obviously, but I wasn't that far off, and even me, I saw that and I felt physically ill. And so I asked the teacher if I could go to the bathroom. She's like, okay. And I was all dizzy because I just found that I was like 14. Or 13 actually. I found it disgusting, but I was 13,
Yeah.
And
right.
I remember leaving the door, I was okay, I'll go to the bathroom, whatever. And I just felt the life drain, get drained out of me. Mm-hmm. And suddenly I close my eyes and I wake up. And I'm at the bottom of the stairs, lying down.
Oh.
And something I didn't feel a lot of pain. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom now. I want to piss. I want to take a piss. It's like, so I turned the lights on the bathroom, and when you have your eyes closed for so long, I fell asleep for like half a second because I just fell down the stairs. The lights turned on, but like your eyes can't really feel it.
Right.
Yeah. And suddenly, I'm looking at my arms, and I didn't feel pain at this point. And you see, like Amanda Todd, all those like sliced up arms, from falling down. And there's just blood everywhere.
Christ.
And I didn't feel anything because it was the adrenaline. And then I start feeling a bit. It hurt a bit. It didn't hurt a lot because I don't know why. I look at it, I'm like, okay. Then I go to class like that. But the lights were turned off, so no one noticed.
Oh my god!
People were thinking it looked like I cut myself.
Best option would have been to like wash it or get some toilet paper.
I mean, I washed it over, but like the marks are still there. It looked like It looks like I cut myself in both of my arms a lot, but no, I just fell. And I don't understand how I fell.
You just fell down some stairs.
I passed out. I fell down the stairs. I just passed out.
Yeah.
I don't even understand because the bathroom was on the top floor. I shouldn't have gone near the stairs, but there I was. So that's not,
Maybe you were just
That's
so
how life
like
goes. I don't know.
disgusted.
yeah, you were so disgusted. You were like, you know what? I'm
Fuck.
done. Just fucking dive down the stairs.
Oh,
I remember I got home that day because it's like the last class I got home. My mother looked at me, Pedro, what happened? Like, I just fell downstairs. I played it really casually not because I wanted to look cool, but for me it was.
Because
it
just happened.
just happened.
yeah.
Africa was wild. Africa was so wild.
Oh, dude, there was this kid in my fucking secondary school, right? He was from Lithuania, and his name was Egidius, right?
What?
Everybody,
It's
Egidius. His name is
Okay.
Egidius.
Sounds like
Everybody called him Giddy.
Giddy.
He was a fucking retard, and he was in my tutor group. So in my tutor group. I was basically the person who had to look after this fucking idiot kid.
Don't be mean.
One day, he just said I'm pretty certain I only heard stories of it. I didn't see it happening live, but he said something along the lines of he was walking down the stairs in the science block, which is like a big fucking staircase, and he was like, "I can jump down the stairs."
Christ.
Then he did, and he broke both his legs, and I never saw him again.
It's your fault.
Oh.
To Egidius, but he is.
Do you think he changed school out of embarrassment?
No, I don't think he had fucking any form of self-awareness, so I don't think he could change school for that reason.
I grew up in Angola, and I had a kid in my school that changed school out of embarrassment.
Oh god!
If you just want to hear a funny story,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm going to sound very bad. I'm not homophobic. I love gay people, but this is year 6. I'm 12. When you're 12 in school, gay people are the devil.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't even think this guy's gay. I generally don't think this guy was gay anywhere. I generally don't. I just think he was very weird. Not saying gay people are weird, but you'll understand.
Okay.
He was right here. So one time I went to the bathroom, and people will point him, you're gay, but who wasn't called gay,
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the bathroom, and it was a urinal, and I was about 12, and he was 12 too, and he goes piss next to me. There are only 2 urinals, and my pants just fall off. They just do, as you do. And he looks,
It happens.
and he looks, and you're like, he just looks, and then okay, a bit weird. Okay, we go back to class, and in class haha, I suck your dick, in front of everyone, and that's how it started. You see why people didn't like this guy?
Yeah, I can understand. That.
And he went to military school in South Africa, and he came back hench. This dude came back a monster. No one called him gay again. No. You called him gay? Yeah.
That's the secret. He was
Understandably so. Yeah.
I pissed him off
Just
so
off the
much.
floor with you.
It was so weird, because just imagine being in a class, 40 kids, and someone just points at you, I just saw your dick. People,
I have a story that's mildly related to this, but it's just
go.
Okay, so when I was 12, I was some kids. They used to watch porn during class. Don't ask why. They just stared at it.
I had that too, yeah. I did it too, but I know people who did.
And then one time I turned to my friend and was going to talk to him about something I forgot. And then he was just with his dick out.
Christ.
Just fucking
Christ.
masturbating.
Oh my.
In the middle of class. It was like, what?
How old were you?
12. And
Brazil is wild. Brazil is so wild.
And then some girls saw him. And then no one talked to him for a week. It was pretty funny.
I saw that happen here. And the guy was 17, so
I think that's
I'm not sure if that's bad or worse.
issue. I think it's worse somehow.
In my mind, masturbating at 12 does not sound good. In my mind.
Well, yeah, but in
Brazil.
defense of that kid, it was literally a child.
In my defense,
of a
Brazil.
17-year-old.
It's Brazil.
When you're 17, you're meant to actually physically be, a human being. It's kind of a thing.
No, this guy was very crazy.
Of being a human being.
This guy, I would tell. This guy, the guy who did this, he was in my school in Angola as well. we both changed together. God knows why, to Portugal, and I have a lot of stories, but I'm not even joking. I couldn't tell them here.
Oh god.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah,
That's worrying.
I mean, I could type it.
I don't think that would be a good audio experience for the viewers.
That is very true, considering my keyboard is all fucked. Is like
oh yeah,
okay.
that too. But also just like 3 minutes of just.
It's like
Wouldn't.
Yeah, it's just like offering. As in, he's 18, so
I think you're aiming this at me. Okay.
Offering services of a special kind to an older audience. Now, make of that what you will. Make of that what you will. Stop.
Special services.
Oh, you're cutting out.
Oh, okay, wait.
I am.
Yeah, but it seems to be fixed.
Oh.
Discord.
Oh, no, Discord.
Oh, Discord, you silly goose.
Angola was wild now. There are some kids there. Oh, crazy. We had a kid here, actually, who was, funnily enough, 12. He got expelled for having, this is in Portugal, for having weed in his locker. It's 12-year-old.
Just like that.
Wow.
Okay.
They start them off early in Portugal.
He's not very young.
The kids here, they weren't that dumb. They wouldn't bring weed to class. They would just wait until class was over, go to the home, and then get the weed.
There were kids in my sister's year in secondary school. Well, I mean, yeah. And in chemistry lessons, some of them actually straight up did like fucking ecstasy. Like, my sister witnessed it with her own eyes.
Wait, how old were they?
It was probably 15 or 16.
Dedication. The sesh never ends, you know.
Yeah, they were just like, you know what, fuck it.
Because that'd be a sesh, you know.
Let's break it down, and then they fucking do it. Hell yeah.
Christ.
It is. It's scary what kids get up to nowadays.
It's a scary world.
We should.
Every time I take my dog for a walk, I see like a group of people smoking weed because they used to smoke it in some other block, but then the police started patrolling them more often, so they just move it to mine. And now every time I just see them there.
I think we should bring back
just
the
stare
cane.
at me.
We should bring out what?
The cane. Is your kids misbehaving in class?
In Portugal, it's a wooden spoon.
Oh yeah, no, that also works, but
Yeah,
a
a spoon
has
seems
such
more.
Power to it.
I don't know. I prefer spoons. I think they're like.
You guys
more
hear
appealing.
another funny story in Angola. So, in Angola, I don't have to explain it a lot, but the healthcare is not the best. At least public-wise.
Understandable.
Public-wise, it isn't. And so these are two stories, but they're connected. First, Angola hosted in their southernmost province, which is a desert. I don't know why they hosted it there. Indoor Hockey World Cup, which Portugal actually won. And there's a female reporter there, Angolan, and she was feeling quite ill in her stomach. So she went to the doctor. She's like, "Oh, just a stomach ache. I don't know, like ibuprofen or whatever. You'll be fine." And then she called a private doctor, who was Portuguese and who was in the capital. Like, I really don't feel good. Then he got on a helicopter to visit her. She was giving birth.
Oh, okay.
I'd assume that would be a thing you kind of know is.
Yeah, and in this same province, I got malaria. Or at least we don't know. We assumed it because I did blood tests, and I did 2 blood tests in 2 different spots. Not only did one of them say I did have malaria, and the other one didn't, both tests came up with different blood types.
Okay.
The tests aren't that hard. The good thing about Angola.
I have a feeling that like the one that came like different, just sort of happened by mistake. Maybe they
but there's even more. There was even more data. Even like it's a full blood test, and usually Angola the blood tests are just like they get something like a pen, and they just they click it, and it takes tiny little bit of blood. But that was like a full on blood test, and so they analyzed everything. But no, it was the two public hospitals, two very bad ones. They're all bad. And then what you do in these situations is you assume you have malaria. Because the problem with malaria is overrated. You heard it here first. Malaria is the most overrated disease. Malaria ain't shit. If you have malaria, ibuprofen, that's it. The problem with malaria is you don't know you have that because everything is a symptom. And some people say, oh, you get malaria once and it stays for you? No, only if the malaria reaches your brain, which it didn't. And so I went to the doctor. And we confirmed him, even though it's only ibuprofen, But we didn't have ibuprofen anyway. We're like, oh, do you know where we can buy ibuprofen? This public doctor goes up to us. I know, but I'm not telling you. Because white people can't take it. It's too strong for you.
What?
Instead,
they found Wakanda.
Instead,
they ain't given one.
Wait, it gets worse. Instead, you should take morphine.
What? That's more powerful.
Yep. I'm like, okay.
And it's just a painkiller. That's.
Guess what we did? We went to the pharmacy, bought ibuprofen, and I was fine 2 days later.
Was it too strong for you though?
It was. Man, I have ibuprofen on my desk right now. Like I always have ibuprofen. Like malaria, you just I spent 2 days in bed, not eating, not doing anything. Have you guys ever had general anesthesia?
I haven't, because I haven't needed it because I'm so unbelievably healthy.
What about you, Johnny?
Wait, what? Sorry.
Have you ever had general anesthesia?
Well, what's that again?
Like
anesthetics.
But the whole body.
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah, I had.
Put to sleep for a bit.
I had a
recent. When I had the surgery.
I had it last month. It wasn't nice.
It's kind of mental, isn't it?
I had it for the least invasive surgery. I was circumcised a month ago, and they put me off because you're not going to be at work doing that. Oh no.
Yeah, makes sense.
And here's the thing, circumcision sounds very bad. I'm not going to go into full detail, obviously, but the worst thing was not because there isn't any pain. Was the 2 days right after, not because of how the thing was, but because the general anesthetic had ruined my body.
Oh yeah,
it's like when but like the whole body. It's like, and I remember Portugal was playing against Uruguay that day, and I went to TV, and just looking at TV gave me a headache. So I just watched that game with a full headache. Then I stayed in bed for 2 days. I couldn't eat. Like my mind was like woken up. Let's do this. Let's game. Like I'm a gamer. You know how it is. Let's do something. My body it just didn't feel. It's awful.
Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasing.
Did you know Sparky Wandre didn't know if he was circumcised or not?
Christ. Well, is he?
Sparky Wandre story of the day.
Well, is he?
He is, yeah.
I'm not fully, but it's a whole other story.
Apparently he was circumcised as a kid, like a lot of Americans are. Who knew?
Yeah, I had it because I needed to, for health reasons.
Yeah, it makes sense.
A lot of kids here are. I'm not, for some reason.
For you guys to understand,
because I'm not a Jew.
I didn't want to explain the state of that, obviously, because I'm not putting that on a
Yeah, don't put that on the internet.
Oh no, on a talk show.
Just don't.
But like, it got to the point where if I got I would say a girl because I'm I like females. But if I got into if I had sex, I would need surgical intervention. And that's not nice. Like, oh no,
that doesn't
doctor, you might be Spanish, but fix me right up.
Was he like, no, the surgery's too strong for white people?
we do not cut the foreskin of the whites. You cannot handle it. You lose the whole penis.
It's strong for white people. Let's try a stronger one. Why not?
Makes no. But I just don't get the logic. Ibuprofen is like the lightest thing.
I'm still in disbelief.
It's the lightest thing, soft. And like no, the fact that you have melanin, wait, or you like I don't know.
Yeah.
You lack melanin makes it enable for you to take the softest painkiller. They think we're like made out of glass or something, Like no, it's fine. Africa's
I just
fine.
like the idea that it's just actually fucking Wakanda. And
Ankle is not Wakanda. Oh no.
they didn't give you it because they put vibranium in it and they didn't want to give you superpowers. But you just bought it anyway because you could. Because money.
You know why? Because ibuprofen makes you black.
Oh shit.
You heard it here
But
first.
I only have paracetamol instead. Because I'm poor.
Alright.
Nah, it's just because it's nicer, I guess.
Is paracetamol a painkiller too? Like they're all the same to me.
Yeah. I'm pretty certain it's just another form of ibuprofen.
Like the thing with ibuprofen is it's like so flexible, You have a headache,
think-
ibuprofen. You have a stomachache, ibuprofen. You feel like dying, ibuprofen. You have a terminal disease and you're dying tomorrow, ibuprofen. Just works.
I think the only thing with ibuprofen and paracetamol is you won't overdose if you get to the limit on one, you can just have the other.
Right. If you overdose on ibuprofen,
Dude, I mean, that's one way to go. Just get your Calpol, just fucking chug it. Hell yeah.
I don't think ibuprofen can
Why
kill
not?
you.
Calpol is well fun.
What's Capol?
It's like kids' medicine, but it tastes really fucking good, and I don't know why.
You know those like gummy bears, but they have like vitamins for kids.
Yeah.
I take them because I like the taste.
Fair enough.
But you can't eat too many vitamins, or else you get like I don't know what it's called, but you can't eat too much. Like if you intake like let's say too much vitamin C, that's bad.
Yeah, but too little's probably worse.
It's bad too, but like.
I don't know. Both don't seem pleasing.
But here's the thing: it's like a whole jar. You need to take one a day. I took them all the same day. I like gummy bears. Who doesn't like? Who doesn't like gummy bears?
Yeah, it's
I
kind of hard to
gummy
find someone who
bears,
doesn't.
Except for have you seen the reviews for sugar-free gummy bears on like eBay or something?
That sounds disgusting.
The thing is,
Wait, those
right?
are a thing? Ew.
It's not the fact that they exist that's disgusting. They are fucking renowned for giving people just the worst fucking diarrhea. And all of the reviews on like anywhere that sells them are just so abysmal.
So how are they still in business?
People buy them because they want fucking shit. I don't know.
It's kind of like surströmming, like it's this fermented fish in Sweden. And if you watch videos on YouTube, it's literally like fermented fish in its own bile. And
yeah, that doesn't sound.
it's
good.
herring, I think, yeah. And apparently it doesn't taste as bad as it smells, but the smell of it makes people vomit.
Classic fucking food.
I might order it and do it on stream.
Oh god.
You guys know Simon Bergerson?
Oh
Yes.
yeah. He's a legend.
Because of Simon, I've done cinnamon challenge on stream, which was not that hard.
Yeah.
But the worst one, I have talked to him right after this, because he filmed it, and he said he was going to make an edit about a year ago. I'm not going to ask for the edit. I'm going to ask for the original footage.
Oh god.
I did the vinegar challenge. I drank a whole bottle of vinegar. But the thing is, with vinegar challenge, there's like a yellow kind of vinegar. I just drank balsamic, and that's really bad for you.
Yeah, balsamic vinegar is. Ooh,
I
that's
chugged it.
spicy vinegar.
It's all nice. I have to censor. Demonetized.
What? I didn't even mean to say anything.
Demonetized. It's okay. I don't monetize
I
videos.
literally said vinegar.
Oh,
It's just my
Oh.
accent is fucking British.
I heard something else.
Yeah. See, I told you I
Bergson
wouldn't
just
say
like the
that
tweet.
word.
Quality.
I never promised not to say vinegar.
What's that, vinegar? I love it. I actually like vinegar.
It's okay. Vinegar's semi-decent.
What is wrong with you two?
I mean, I chugged it, and after chugging, I don't like it that much, but I still do.
Dude, nah, okay. Having it on chips with fucking salt as well. Fucking salt.
Peng.
Chips.
That's peng.
That is a good meal.
No.
That is a classic.
It's not good. It's peng. Say it with me.
No, I'm not a
Chap.
I'm not a verbal slut. I'm not going to say your words.
I'm not gonna use your grammar.
I'm not going to stoop down to your level. No. Vinegar. I find it way too funny to pronounce vinegar as a vinegar. It's stupid, but it's just something I like doing.
I'm like that with, merci in French. I say merci. Think of the Overwatch character.
Yeah. I think I used to have a list of different words that I liked saying wrong. No, I can't find it. Fuck.
Elongate, I say elongate.
That's a good one.
It's like French elongate.
It's just like so painfully wrong.
You know what I like about pizza? Tomatoes and cheese.
Okay, now that's just ratchet. You take that back.
I like cheese.
No. Pedro, stop, please.
You guys want to hear something funny?
Sure.
Can I have cheeseburger, please?
Is that fucking... What are you doing? Just why? How?
Did you guys know that I was an active member of Meme Center until 2014?
I didn't. Suddenly my disappointment in you has skyrocketed.
Someone DM'd me this like yesterday. It's a screenshot of my Meme Center account. I'm like, how did you find me? I was 14. My profile picture's Rayquaza.
It's a good choice. I'll give you that.
So, how was your experience?
I like Meme Center a lot, I spent a lot of hours in Meme Center. And then from Meme Center to 9gag for like a month. And then when I was 15, I decided to be the most ironic piece of shit you can be as a human being. And here we are. If someone sends me... I have IRLs. They send me like a 9gag link with laughing emoji. Like, it's very funny. I'll tell it to them, obviously. But inside's a different story. 9gag is awful.
Yeah. It just sounds like hell. Sounds like torture.
It's just Game of Thrones posts at this point.
Honestly, I just use Twitter to shitpost.
My Twitter is... I love Twitter. Twitter is so funny.
I love it, but I hate it.
Did you guys see that meme? First of all, I do not condone making fun of anyone before anyone gets this wrong. I don't support making fun of people for their addiction. Let's get that out of the way. But have you guys seen the video where it's like a guy in America's Got Talent and Demi Lovato's going into him and he's like, well, at least I don't use autotune like you. And that's what happens. That's why you use autotune and I don't. And someone edited. That's why you use heroin and I don't.
God,
it's the funniest thing. I'm sorry.
That's the twist it needed.
We're not going to discuss controversial topics, guys. Nah.
I'm just saying it's funny. I don't support it. I'm just saying it's very funny.
It's not controversial if you have a right old chuckle,
It's objectively funny. It's so funny, it's not down to opinion.
I was just going to say something really bad, but I held myself back.
Go.
You don't have to censor me out now because of that. Thank you. You're welcome.
What were you going to say?
I don't know, something along the lines of
6
million wasn't enough. I don't know. It was just what came to my head.
So you went from Demi Lovato's heroin addiction to the Oh my god.
Straight to the Holocaust.
A Holocaust. I was going to say the apocalypse, but that wasn't the apocalypse. For them it was, not.
It was quite apocalyptic for a certain race, but... Well,
Oh my god.
religion.
Can we not?
For a good amount of groups, yeah.
This sounds so bad. I'm part Jewish. I can say whatever I want.
I look Jewish.
I have a long nose. I like money.
Same.
I
have curly hair.
I have a Jewish second name.
I don't.
Fun fact. Today someone sent me a message. It was actually my Discord server saying, "Oh, is it bad that I took about a week to find out? No, it took me about a week to find out Dazzy's a girl." As you do. Well, my masculinity.
Just destroyed.
Shattered. Like I'm not. No.
Rest in peace, mate.
People think I'm either 11. I don't even know. I think I'm 11.
This is why you don't ever gender bend your fucking Twitter characters.
I gender
Don't
bent.
do it.
I
It's a
didn't
sin.
do it. Who did it? The person
I'm
to your
looking
left.
at you, Crash Hash on Twitter.
No.
It wasn't him. It wasn't Crash Hash.
No, I know. I'm just
No.
calling him out.
It was someone who's Brazilian.
No.
No, I know that there's a certain person within this call who's done it. Don't worry.
No, fuck you both.
But you know, if it gets the retweets, it's good.
I mean,
Can I say
but
something? Can I make a funny joke? Can I make a funny joke?
No idea what
About it's not making fun of trans people, but it's just funny. Can I?
Okay, go. Yeah.
Who needs hormone therapy? No, is it no? Who needs like estrogen when you can just gender bend your sauna?
Oh hell yeah.
That's how it is, you know. Fuck the NHS. Fuck operation. Just gender bend your art.
Dude, fuck the NHS for real though. Am I right? Up top, lads.
At the EDL.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The NHS sounds like shit.
It's public health.
It's public health, but it's fucking slow.
Public health done badly.
So fucking slow. It's sad. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, I remember you posted that you're on a list. I don't know if you want to go into it.
A list that lasts 4 years.
Can I just say you have to understand that kind of operation isn't, you know, this.
No, this isn't for the operation. This is
Oh.
just to get pills.
Are you
4 years. Yeah.
move country?
I might. But
That's ridiculous.
University.
That's surely
Yeah.
ridiculous.
See, it changes straight from. Yeah, that kind of.
I would understand if it was an operation because
to-
because it's a complicated operation, you know.
It is. I understand. Like one of my friends, he's at like fucking university for like becoming a doctor or some shit.
Mm.
The amount of money in that shit is so fucking good.
Here's what
So
move country for like. Okay, here's my thing. People might say the US is bad because of their healthcare. It might be expensive, but you get it instantly. Just saying.
you can get stuff instantly here too if you pay money. It's just I don't have money, so I'm not gonna pay money.
It's like it's pills. Why does it? I don't get it.
I don't know. I
Pills.
think it's kind of like
Weird
you have to
logic.
be confirmed or some shit, and it's like okay, I can see why you
Wait.
do it as a safety precaution, but I'm pretty certain. Just give me the fucking pills, mate, or stab you. So
Out of curiosity, 'cause
Wasn't there like a thing where you could like start taking pills and then they notice that and they end up just giving to you already? I think
yeah,
you
but
mentioned
it
that to
costs
me once.
money. Everything costs
here's a
money.
question, and I don't know if you want to go into it because you know
Okay,
I don't know. That's what I'm just saying.
nah, go for it. Go for it.
I don't know anything about transsexuality. All I know, the operation. If you have a man, if you have like the male organ, flatten it. Vice versa, build it up.
Yeah,
That's all I know. I know about boobies,
pretty much all there is to it.
and I know y'all take pills. But here's the question:
Yeah,
do you take pills before and then you have the operation, or can you just take the? Can you just like?
some people don't ever have that fucking operation. Some just take the pills. You
But-
just do whatever.
But
is the
then
first
wouldn't you
thing.
be? Excuse my rude language. Wouldn't you just be a girl with a dick? If you
Yeah.
just take the pills. Literal trap.
Oh yeah, kind of.
Fly out to
It
Thailand.
depends from
Fly out to Thailand. You know they love that there.
It
I mean,
depends
there are a lot of those
because
in
some people
Thailand.
are just
Jesus Christ.
some people are just comfortable depending on what
Yeah.
certain things they don't need others.
I guess.
It's just like it's also cheaper to not have the operation, but fuck it. I'm money, whatever. Who cares?
You gotta use your Jewish side. Get money. Study. Go study banking and finance. Full Jew.
You use your Jewish side, okay?
No, dude. At uni, I'm doing game design, so
Oh, that's good.
it's a market that exists. So
I know it's
like,
growing.
fuck it.
Yeah, just good luck.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
it's. I might completely fuck it up. Who knows? We'll see.
Let's hope you don't.
Yeah, it'd be quite nice if I
probably.
didn't, but who cares?
It takes a lot for you to fuck it up, like especially since you're already this far.
But
If that makes sense.
I want you all to know. The reason I'm like questioning all like, I just don't know. I can't relate to it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I
can't relate to I don't know most things actually. So
there's a lot of things I don't understand. I don't question. I don't understand how you can be attracted to penises, but I'm not gonna.
I just asked Johnny. He fucking loves them.
Christ.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
I'm a great friend. Okay, everybody.
No. Just no.
That's not how you say yes. Come on, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Let me guess. That isn't the first time you said that. What's that? What's that, Jamie? You said that before.
It's really funny to say that stuff.
She just likes calling me gay. That's it.
Your bandmate.
It's because, like, let's be real here, mate. Kind of a bit gay, ain't you?
Bisexuals are just gay.
Yeah, they're just gay with extra steps.
Just closeted. You're just closeted gay.
Yeah. Or you're just really desperate. They're the two options.
Okay, that's a very hot take.
I'm allowed to say
my hand is burning because it's so hot. Did you see Luminism's tweet?
Wait,
Luminism. He was like, Luminism attacked gay people, like the LGBT community, but then he also attacked the furry community. I don't know why. He was like, I noticed that bi people, especially especially furries, do it after because they're such idiots that can't find love.
Wow.
He worded very badly.
Daniel.
In my opinion,
What is that?
I don't want to offend anyone, but I feel like a lot of people, especially online, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most people that are bisexual, that identify as bisexual at least, let's be real. Most people online that engage in this community are virgins.
Well, yeah.
A lot of them identify as bi, and not because they can't get anything, but it's more because they're confused,
Yeah.
And I feel like some, I don't even.
Yeah.
Some of them fall more in love with the idea of having a loved one, more than
See, that's why I'm really lucky because I don't. I don't do that.
You understand my point, right? I was saying some.
I know what you're saying. It's like it's peculiar, isn't it? But
it's a very interesting social experiment, that's for sure.
Yeah, just take a bunch of actual, literal children and put them on the internet and see what happens. That's what the internet is.
Well, I find it very scary, though. Let's talk about.
When you put it like that, it is scary. But
here's what's scary. I'm going to talk about the commentary community, but in wider, because you might not consider yourself part, but the people you follow, the people you make art for, it's all part of the big community,
Yeah, kind of.
Whether you want to call it commentary or whatever, it doesn't matter,
Mm-hmm.
It's one big friend group with Daddy Parson.
It's a friend group with other not friends who kind of orbit.
It's basically a friend group in parentheses of like 10,000.
It's a cult.
Cult of 10,000 people. And what I noticed is there's people here that are like 13. I don't know how you can be on Twitter when you're 13. I used Twitter when I was 15 and I didn't even use it. I didn't actually type it in until I was 16. And even then I got in trouble for typing messed up stuff, and I was 16. Not even 13.
Yeah, there's a lot of young people, and
There's a lot of porn too. There's a lot of porn on Twitter too.
Yeah, the haha funny meme for me is a lot of young people. Oh, pulling my collar. Oh, that is cheeky, that one. But
I just find it scary that, and it's not sound condescending, not to you guys obviously, but to them, that some people are literally getting raised by the internet.
Yeah, it's kind of terrifying.
You do not want Power Cynical to raise you.
Yeah, that's like the worst thing that could possibly
Daddy Pyro.
I talked to him in a voice chat once. We're best friends.
Pyrocynical, why don't you respond to my messages, please? I sent you a picture of a cat. Please respond, please.
When are you gonna get Pyrocynical to this show?
I'm gonna get a YouTuber soon.
Is it Sparky Wandre?
No. It's someone who knows Pyro, but that's it. I don't...
Is it Sparky Wandre?
I can tell you who it is. I've talked to this person about it. It's I Never.
Oh, yeah, he's
We're very good friends. We're very good friends. So I asked him if he's going to come up, like, record sometime. He's like, oh, yeah. He's hosting his own podcast, too, with Alex and James Marriott.
The only podcast I listen to is Autism Speaks. It's partially self-centered.
The only one I listen to, no offense, the only one I listen to is the True Geordie podcast. I love the True Geordie.
That's fair.
Do you know who he is?
Nope.
Wait, which one? Because you cut it off for me.
The True Geordie podcast, and it's a big guy from Newcastle.
Oh, fair enough. it's
him and this guy, and it's funny because his humor is like super misogynistic, and his other host is like the most like nicest guy around, but he's a scout, so that's pretty bad. And they just get like all kinds of guests, you know. Recently they had the whole KSI Logan fight thing where they talked to KSI. Didn't talk to KSI, talked to some people around it. The guy who was gonna commentate was a True Geordie, but the Logan did not like him because he called him biased. It's a whole other story. But I liked him a lot because of the diversity. Because one thing is just bringing YouTubers, but he brings YouTubers, he brings psychologists, he brings this guy who is known as this British guy who ran the biggest drug empire in America. You know, yeah, undercover cops. The last podcast, he also brought a former mafia boss in England, and it kind of it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Shout out to
that actually does sound kind of interesting.
That podcast is very interesting because he was a hitman, and he it's interesting how people that murder for a job. He was like, I might kill you, but it's not personal. It's all business. And they even follow rules, which is really weird. No animal abuse.
I guess they would if it's literally like they're just doing a job, innit?
Yeah, if it's a job.
He kind of like ran his own firm, but it's kind of not rules because like ethical boundaries. They wouldn't kill you in front of your kids or your wife.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because that's just traumatizing.
Because he wouldn't like to die. He said
it less traumatizing.
He personally said that he thought he was gonna get killed as well, because when you're hitman, some people might think of you as a great hitman and might hire your services, but sometimes people think, oh, he's killed a bit too many, get rid of you.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to go,
right.
If he was gonna go, he did not want to go out in front of his kids, so he wouldn't take anyone out in front of his kids either. But it's very interesting. This guy was killing people at 16, so he was fucked in the head.
That's fucking morality.
What did you do when you were 16 years old?
Your mom. Good joke, that.
That was actually proper funny. My sides are going into orbit.
So, we've been live for about an hour and a half. I'm very proud.
Oh shit, have we?
Wait.
I've lost all sense of time.
Yeah.
I thought we were for like just an hour.
Oh no, an hour, yeah.
Oh wait, okay.
That's
that
good.
Makes more sense. But
because I was keeping track of time with my laptop.
And I'm gonna call it quits because I have to sleep because I'm very tired.
That's understandable.
Any last note you guys want to say?
Subscribe to the Artism Speaks podcast.
No.
Please.
Peer-to-peer is better.
Give us money, please. Give us the 500 quid to come on, please. I just want your money. I'm tapping into my Jewish side.
Johnny, what last words?
Wait, let me think of something. Because I do have last words. But oh yeah, be sure to check out my Ko-Fi page. It's Ko-Fi/KingJohnny. Be sure to don't give me a coffee.
I'll put all the links. I'll put all links to their Twitters and everything in the description. Thank you guys.
Was a joke, but okay, sure.
I want to. I was already planning on.
Can you just give me 2 quid? I need to go out and buy milk. My mum is gonna beat me if I don't. Help, please.
So thank you guys so much for coming. This is Peer-to-Peer episode 1. Thank you.
This is not a joke.